Here we are at the warehouse. We'll take a look at the Mazda that we've been working on. We just got started on this project. As you can see, it's got a Warp 9 motor in it, made by Net Gain. It's going to have 44 cells of lithium, 160 amp hour batteries. There's one battery box. We've got our contactors mounted. That's our location for our shunt. Over here is our controller that we're going to be using, made by Net Gain. There's our DC to DC converter. Here's our charger, which as you can see is an Elcon charger. We've got our reservoir for our coolant for the controller there. We've got inside the car, we've got another battery box here where the gas tank used to be, which is going to hold some more batteries. And back here in the trunk is where the majority of the batteries are going to be, with an Anderson connector there to de-energize the packs so that we can work on them in a safe manner with minimum voltage. This will be a fun car to drive when it's done. It should do 80 miles on a charge. Should be pretty quick. Question is, will it be as quick as the Porsche? Porsche has 48 cells. This one has 44 cells. The Porsche has a Solitron 1 controller, and as you can see, this is a Net Gain controller. So it'll be interesting to see the difference in the two cars. However, the Mazda, I believe, is a little bit lighter. Okay, well, as you can see, we've got some Volkswagens here in the warehouse. This is one that's being prepped for conversion, and we have quite a few to pick from. But one thing at a time. So let us know if we can help you. We'd love to put you in an electric car, save you some money, and help the environment, help our economy. Everybody wins. Okay, take care. So here we are, Volkswagen EPC on a nice cold winter day. We don't run the heat if we don't have to, and save a little money on overhead that way. So today we're going to be working on the Mazda and hooking up the power assisted brake compressor and other little odds and ends here and there, and see how much we can get done. Let's go take a look at it. We've got the front battery box all filled up with batteries, and those are going to stay there. Controller is in its final resting place. Here's our reservoir for our coolant for the controller. Fabricated a bracket for that. Of course, we got our charger back here in back. There's our DC to DC controller up on the firewall. We've got our contactors, as this is a 144 volt system, so we have two contactors mounted up here on the battery box area, and then we're tied to our shunt over here on a little bracket that I fabricated. And then we've got our 500 amp fuse down here, and as you can see, we're using all solid aluminum on this installation. And that's what we're going to be working on today, is our little compressor that's going to provide us some more power for our brakes. That should be its resting spot right there. So, as you can see, we've got to finish up the outlet for the fuel flap area, where you'll plug the car in to charge the batteries. And back here we've got an Anderson connector. And basically how this works is, when this is plugged in like that, then the batteries are all connected together. But when we're unplugged in that position, now the battery packs are all cut in half so that you can work on each battery pack without any danger. Because later, after the batteries, after everything's done, then we'll be doing the battery management system, which has to bolt on to all these individual cells. And over here we have our auxiliary battery, 12 volts for the accessories. And of course we have our little bug next to it. So anyway, I'm going to get to work. I just wanted to show you the progress that we've been making. Over here is our battery management system that's going to be going on those individual cells. There's the little motherboard for it. Okay, thanks for watching. So after looking over the paperwork and the accessories for this little compressor, we've discovered that our mounting bracket wasn't sufficient. So basically I need to make a spacer that's to support this unit on, so that L bracket bolts down and then it'll sit on the spacer. So we've been working on the power brake compressor. We got the electrical components mounted next to the shunt on this standoff bracket that I've made. Then we got the muffler attached to the compressor. So welcome to Volkswagen EPC. Kind of a late night tonight, and I wanted to show you the car. We're going to be taking it to the Portland Auto Show on Tuesday, and this Mazda's come a long way. So let's go take a look at it. The last video we made was working on the power assist compressor right there, building a spacer for it. As you can see, everything's mounted, secured down. We got fluid in the coolant reservoir. Charger's working great. There's our relay right there for our BMS system. We got a mini BMS. Our fuse blocks. Over here we got our inertia switch mounted on this bracket that I fabricated. There's our shunt. We're working on the instrumentation tomorrow. Of course, we got our DC to DC converter there. I'll show you the back battery boxes real quick. Kind of running out of memory here. As you can see, we got all of our little boards on to shunt for our BMS, and there's our headboard. Put the buzzer right here so that the driver could hear it nice. And it's like Christmas time in the trunk of this car. All the pretty lights. Okay. Thanks a lot, and we'll look forward to seeing you at the Portland Auto Show. Bye-bye. Hello. Welcome to Volkswagen EPC, Electric People's Car. Today we've got the Porsche 944 that we'd like to show you. We just finished it, and it's running pretty good. Took it for a few test drives, and we'd like to take you on a test drive with it also. So I'm going to give you kind of a tour of the car, and then we'll take it for a ride. This has been completely converted to fully electric. It's running on a Warp 9 motor, as well as it's got the Solitron controller. It's got a Alcon charger, and we're running with 48 cells of 160 amp hour lithium Thunder Sky batteries. So we'll give you a tour of the car and then take it for a ride. Okay. Start. Okay, we're backing up the car, and as you can see, it backs up nice and smooth. We don't back up fast. We have the Solitron controller actually limits the voltage to the motor when you're in reverse. So now we're doing a second gear takeoff, and we're going real slow. I'm kind of just easing on the throttle. We're in a parking lot here, and I want to kind of just take my time getting out of the parking lot. It's actually pretty smooth with second gear start.
it'll accelerate just about as fast as you want to accelerate. This car should go 100 miles on a charge if the power pack is set for the maximum capability. Accelerating a little bit faster here. It's rack and pinion steering. Now we're going to accelerate 20 miles an hour. We're going to shift up into third. Give a little acceleration. It's 30 miles an hour in third, rather easily. Do a U-turn. Still in third gear. A little more acceleration. Seems to want to shift into third or fourth gear right around 40 miles an hour. Shifting into second gear in the parking lot. Want to kind of take it easy through parking lots. There, second gear. Third gear. Let me go ahead and shut it off.